there's like pillars that I think correlate with each other. When I started out running an Ironman, it was actually to incorporate some content creation, showing people how I utilize products differently throughout the day and for certain uses. It was really one of the main drivers that got me into doing the event, which is a full Ironman. I always start out as like, that's not something you just go out and you do. There's got to be a plan in place. You got to build a base. And I think that's essential for building a business. You have to have a plan. You have to have kind of a base knowledge. And then you also have to develop a roadmap. How am I going to get there? Who am I going to go after? So when I started training for the event, I was like, okay, how am I going to do this? What days am I going to run? What days am I going to swim? And I really partnered my way to get me to the finish line, which in business is getting to that finish line. It could be the end sell. It could be selling your company. The next aspect I call a pillar is just getting 1% better every day. Making sure you're doing the little things, making sure you're holding yourself accountable, showing up, doing everything every single day to keep the momentum. If you get 1% better, it's going to not only help you today, but it's going to help you into the near future. So those hard workouts that I had to do, they sucked at the time. But when you get to the end result, you start to look back and go, I improved because of that. And that's the same thing in business. You get 1% better, hold yourself accountable, continuously follow the plan that you have in place, and make sure you're hitting those goals. It not only keeps you organized, but it also keeps you on goal to what you wanted to do. And really the third pillar, and I thought of it as I was finishing the Ironman, was just like enjoying the process. Sometimes you get lost in the little things. You don't celebrate the little wins. Those hard workouts at the end worked out to you. And this was all coming to me as I was going through the finish line. And then there was like, all right, what's next? In business, I always like to celebrate the little wins, because you do kind of forget where you started, and you can kind of get lost, and you can kind of don't know where you're at. But when you go and you think about it, those little wins added up to this new client and this new sell. So I think if you have a plan in place, you build upon that, keep yourself accountable, show up every day, get 1% better, and then enjoy the little things. Those were the three pillars, from running an Ironman to running a business, that just completely intertwined each other. And that's, to me, why I like the endurance athlete part, but it also helped in the business side as well.